Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first job site interview. We are thrilled to be talking to our special guest today. And actually, she has already been on Women Talk Construction. And she was on episode 71. And it's actually called I Have a Voice. Her name is Jasper Baldwin.
Hi.
And when we interviewed her, she was actually a junior at Emory Career Center. And she is our next generation future leaders. So we need to be talking to them and finding out more about them. And we are so excited to be able to talk to her today. And I'm here with my co-host, Christy Powell.
Hey. I'm so glad to be here. In 2000, I was a firefighter at a refinery, so this is really cool to me to be able to support a young girl who's in the same field, and it's a hard job.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things that, as we did our walkthrough of the firehouse today, one of the things that I thought was pretty cool is that everybody has their own space now. So there's not bunks in the room. You actually have your own room, and that's pretty cool. And you got to help build the rooms in the firehouse down the road, right? Station 1?
I was helping them paint and, put in the floors and put up all the walls and everything. I actually ruined a pair of pants because I got paint all over it. But it was so cool to be able to be a part of that, like they didn't have individual places for females before, and to be able to help them build that was such an honor.
It's really exciting, and to hear the guys that are here at this team so excited about you coming. So tell us, you just passed your test.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it was really hard. It's the IFSAC, and there's 2 of them for Fire 1 and Fire 2. And there's 100 questions, and what makes it so hard is that it covers everything. So it can be very hard to study for that because there's not a set of questions. It's like the whole book. But being a high school student and trying to balance a social life and also all of my other schoolwork, it was very challenging, but I did it. I actually
did it.
Yeah. How have the males brought you into the organization and introduced you and welcomed you? Share a little bit about that with us.
I was actually very nervous about it. I thought that I was going to be treated differently, but they all welcomed me and they treat me like a family. We eat dinner together and we talk about life while also training and working on being our best selves, and they give me advice. They're so helpful, and they've made me really feel like I'm a part of their crew. And I haven't been here that long, but I can see myself here very long term.
It sounds like a family, doesn't it?
What made you want to enter this field?
Well, I was swimming competitively for about 10 years, and, I thought that was going to be my ticket to college, with scholarships and everything, but I got very burnt out, and I quit, and when I quit, I realized that I didn't really want to go to college, and, everybody had told me that you need to go to college to become successful, but that's not true. But when you're doing a trade like this, you don't have to.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something that would impact people, and I also really like hard work. I like to push myself, so I was like, what can I do that can be an impact, and I also can do something that's, hard.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I love it.
Maybe I'll be a police officer, or I'll join the military, and I prayed, and I was like, I don't know, what I should do. And 2 weeks later, my mom was like, there's an opening at Emory Career Center for firefighting. And I was like, thank you. And then, I did it for a couple weeks, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I was born to do. I love it so much.
A lot of kids your age, male and female, don't consider these roles as a viable option anymore. And it's really cool to watch your journey and to see how successful you've been already, and that you got a job right out of school and you didn't want to go to college, and there's nothing wrong with that because we have to rebuild our workforce. And I mean, the fact that you want to be a hard worker is pretty awesome.
And at the Career Center, they taught me so much, but there's only a limited amount of stuff you can learn there.
Yeah.
You really have to get into the workforce to learn things, like building that, the dorms. I learned about construction.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We like that.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That you're learning about construction. By the way.
Actually, this helps us kind of dive into the Emory Career Center and that, what you did there by just saying yes to the program. And I heard from I guess it's the executive director or the person over the entry, he said that you have attracted more females to that program already.
That makes me so
I know.
happy.
So tell us how you're going to continue to do that, attract more young people to this career.
Something that the fire departments do, there's, a few departments that kind of oversee entry and they, help out. So if we have a training day, like throwing ladders or something, they'll all come down and, give us pointers. So that's something that I want to do. I want to be a part of that so they can, the young kids can see me, as a young female, helping them out. And
we want to talk to Jody for a minute.
Yeah.
So Jody Settles is actually the chief here at Duncan Chapel Fire and Rescue.
Woo,
but we're going to
yay.
ask him a lot of questions about why he is supporting women in this industry. Thank you for letting us be here today and for interviewing Jasper and sharing your amazing firehouse. I loved what you talked about earlier when we were talking just about what your thoughts are around women being in your firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us just a little bit about what it's done for your team?
It's really done a lot. Years ago, we had a couple female firefighters here. They were volunteers, but about a year and a half ago, we hired our first female full-time firefighter. Jasper will be our second female firefighter that's here, and it's really turned out well. The guys have taken to it really well.
Nice.
They like it. They're both good workers. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Has it changed the culture at all?
Not really here.
Good.
I don't know if that would happen somewhere else, but here it's just been another day in the life of a fire.
It sounds like a family is what
is.
you're creating.
It is.
You were talking a little bit about the program at Enery and how
Yeah.
much you loved it and how different it was when you got
is.
out of when you had to train for firefighting. Can you tell us just a little bit about that?
Yeah, when I started, and I've been in the fire service for 33 years, so when I started, that wasn't a possibility. It took me about 3 years to get all the classes that I needed to go full time, where now our high school students can come out of high school with everything they need to start their career.
Well, for those of you who are watching, the career centers are really where it's at. They're doing some great things for all people in non-traditional roles, not just firefighting. And this is a huge testament to what they're being able to produce out of their centers. And they're all over the country. If you're not supporting your career center in your area, please start supporting the career centers so that we can develop our workforce to be a better place.
What we really want to know too, and what a lot of probably our audience wants to know, especially the next generation, is what advice would you give to the next generation females that are interested in going into a non-traditional role like this?
Keep your head up, because there's going to be a lot of people that want to see you fall. There's people who really don't want women in this service. I've had a lot of people that have tried to bring me down with their words. And just saying things about me that aren't true. But I've also had a lot of doors open for me, and I've had a lot of people that support me through this, and they've helped me so much.
How important has it been to have people like Angela and I in your life to be able to support you and shine your light in front of others?
It's been so helpful. Like, just the fact that it's really been inspiring to know that there's other people like me who want to do this. And I love listening to all of your podcasts and just like hearing so many women who are so passionate about what they do. It's just like, yeah, that's us. That's right. That's right.
And the reason I ask you that question is not to focus on us, but you women that are out there right now that are in non-traditional fields, get out there and support the next generation of women who are trying to get in. Make it easier for them to get up the ladder than what it was for us, right?
Yeah. And Christy and I mean, we want to emulate what we hope others will do, and that's support each other. And just like Jasper did, if you feel like you're surrounded with people that don't, find those people that do support you.
We are so thankful for Duncan Chapel and Fire
Yes.
and Rescue for letting us be here today.
Thank
Jody
you.
Suttles, Chief Watson. We can't leave him out. He was supposed to be here today and he couldn't be here today. But we are really thankful to this community. We're thankful for the fire departments and all that they do for us. We don't even know the physical demand that it takes
No.
on their bodies, all the men and women who serve us every day. Thank you for being on today.